Hey, greetings from Texas. Okay, I'm gonna butcher up this chuck round, 20 pounds. And last night I just thought I'm gonna try to cut this into as many steaks as possible. And then all the trimmings will go to make stew beef. Let me get this out and then I'm gonna pat it off. Okay, so I got, off the get-go, I got some loose stuff here. So let me go ahead and just trim that piece off. Here I got a little bit of a questionable area, so we're gonna, got some questionable area here too. So we're gonna just get rid of it. The shape and size of your round will determine what type of cuts and how many you'll get. Okay, I'm gonna continue to clean this off here. And there's some questionable areas here too. Each round will be unique in shape, so as you're trimming, you're cleaning it off, giving it some shape. And like I said, that'll help you determine what type of cuts and how many you get. All right, I'm gonna square off this end here. There's still some rough, jagged areas that need to be cleaned off. Okay, so, I don't know if you can see that. This end here is the end that connects to the rib roast. So we're gonna cut this off here. That's about where most of the marbling ends and it gets leaner. And now we're going to take and separate it along this piece here. Now this is kind of like a boneless rib, but we got a lot of scrap here. I'm just going to cut along that line. And there's really not much I can do with this piece here, so it's going to be stew meat. Let's see if we can let's see what happens when we unroll this thing here. Those pieces also make good shish kebabs. All right, let's see what we can do with this here. This one piece looks good enough to grill like a steak, but generally I'm just cutting the boneless chuck roasts. You could use that end kind of like a whole rump roast, but I'm going to get one more chuck roast out of it. Okay, so this end here, you can see as we went along, the marbling gets less and less. But this meat's pretty tender here, so, and these are a little bit leaner, so these will be chuck roasts. Okay, I'm going to show you what I ended up with. So we have these 3 strips. There wasn't enough to make a really full rib steak. So these are kind of like boneless ribs. You can see how well marbled they are. And I'll just cook those just like that, or cube them up for shish kebabs. But those are nice little thin steaks. We have the end of that, you can see the marbling, is a chuck steak. And this one here looks like it'll be a good chuck steak. We got leaner as we went down. So these are 2 chuck roasts. This is a chuck roast. We have these 2 pieces are pretty lean, but what I like to do with these is I can butterfly them, pat them down flat, and then bread them, make like chicken fried steak or shish kebabs. These little trimmings here, you can see the striations, kind of like a flank steak. So I'm going to cook those like a flat iron steak, hot, and then trim them. You just want to cut them across the grain. So that's what we have for meat cuts. Over here are the trimmings. I trimmed off all the sinewy stuff, except for this piece. And this is all going to be stew meat. Okay, folks, I'm done with the trimmings. I took and I filleted, I rolled, and made this skirt steak out of the one section. You can see it's real stringy, but you cook it like that. It's great for fajitas. Just cut it across the grain. And I got 3 batches of about 5 pounds of stew meat. So for 2 of us, that's enough for a meal and leftovers. Each pile is enough. So that's 6 meals there, a meal here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the little flank steaks. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12 meals, but with these chuck roasts, those are going to equal to 2. So add 3 more. That's 15 meals for $124. There's my scraps. I appreciate you stopping by. I'll vacuum seal this. Thanks for watching.